Welcome to LeonCo. On today's talk, we'll be talking about saving. And why is saving important? Well, most of us growing up, we're taught to get a good job, buy expensive house, buy an expensive car, go on vacation. But a taboo subject that we all have is saving. And why should we start saving? Most of us don't have in our minds to have an expensive medical bill, to maybe help support our family or something like that, and we don't have the money saved to go on those expenses. Because most of us, we work check by check, maybe have 2, maybe 3 jobs to try to support our family, maybe we're married to pay our bills, but we don't take part of our money to start saving. So how should we start saving? Well, when we were kids, we were taught to have a piggy bank, maybe a jar, maybe just use a sock to use to get all those quarters, maybe $1, everything that we got since we were kids, to just stack them there and have savings. But along the line, when we start to grow up, we lost that habit. And those pennies and quarters and dollars, if we would have saved them since we were kids, they would amount to a lot of dollars from now. So how and when should I start saving? Well, when it's easy, today. And it's not that hard. You don't have to start with an enormous amount of money. You don't have to start with $100 a day, $1,000 a month. No, you can just start with $1 a day. Just start little by little and start thinking about how can I cut some little expenses with money that I can use to start saving that I don't really need. Maybe you should say if you go out 5 to 6 times a week, maybe just cut it to 4. Save that money that you go out a week and start saving it. And how can you keep yourself motivated? Goal setting. When you have goals, it helps you to keep yourself motivated to keep saving. Just use little to big goals. Maybe you've never started saving before, so do a little goal. Maybe you could save $50 a month, maybe $100 a month. And then build yourself up to start saving $1,000, maybe $2,000 a month. But don't get frustrated when you don't reach those goals. Maybe you never saved before and you started to think, well, maybe this month I want to save $1,000. Well, if you don't reach that $1,000 mark, don't frustrate yourself. Because if you never saved in your life, maybe you got to $500, $2,000, $100 a month. But that was a lot of money that you didn't have before that now you have. And once you start building that habit starts to build and you start to save money not knowingly. So saving is one of the most important things that you can do, and as soon as you start, the younger you start, the easier it'll get older in your life. So I'm going to finish with a quote, a story about Warren Buffett and how he started saving. And he was in an elevator with the lawyers and investors, and there was a penny down in the elevator. And everybody was looking at the penny, and everybody was looking at themselves, and nobody wanted to take it. So when Warren Buffett got to his floor in the elevator, he looked at everybody and picked the penny up. And he told everybody before he left the elevator and told them, this is the start for another $1 billion. So even though you start with little things, just a penny a day, maybe $1 a day, eventually those pennies, those dollars will stack up. And maybe you can find yourself in 15, 20 years to have $1 million. You never know. So saving is one of the most important habits that you should have.